Hello and welcome. Newbie J here. So what we're going to be building is a sticky navigation. Okay, so it's going to look like this, and then when we scroll, it's going to transform into this. Alright, so before scroll, after scroll. Okay, let's get to it and see what we can do here. Alright, let's get our server up and running. Alright, server's up. We're gonna start with making yeah, I guess we can do a div. We'll do a div. What do we got here? Oh, there we go. So we'll put a div on a new line here. We're gonna open this div up, and then we're gonna make our nav bar. Okay, so with our nav bar, we're also gonna have our image in there. We'll have a source, and it will have a class and an alt. Okay, alt could be a logo, class will be logo, and source, we'll add that in after. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we'll make our normal tag as usual, the UL, which is an unordered list, and then we'll have our LIs, which is list item, and we will have just try this li a, and we're gonna do that times 4. Alright, so oh no, we got that one wrong. See, that's correct. But we have to times the whole thing though. But we just copy and paste, it's fine. Alright, so we have our nav links, or nav buttons it should say. So first one obviously will be home. Second will be about. Third will be services, and we'll do products. So we got home, about, services, products, and let's do one more. We're gonna do contact. Alright, looks good so far. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to go back up to the div, and we're going to add a class to this div, and that class will be header. Okay, and then we're going to add an ID to our nav element. Okay, oops, and that will be menu, ID of menu. Okay. Let's see, let's put the index.html page in there. The rest of these will be blank. We don't really need them for this concept. We'll put the hashtag just so you can see that it's blank. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna add a picture in there too. So what we're going to do is, the picture we need is logo pick 1. Okay. So now we have the logo pick 1 in there in our current pro folder. Current pro folders. So now we're gonna do our logo pick. Bam, we got our logo pick in there. Alright. So we're looking good. So we have our logo picture and we have our navbar options and links. Okay. Ooh, that's in the wrong one. There we go. I put it in the wrong side. I apologize. This goes in the A tag, which is the hyperlink, and not in the list item tag. Is the correct way to do it. Oh, mismatched here. Product, alright. Good to go. Let's get a cap socks on that. Cap, yep. Alright, so now we're in good shape. Just keep in mind for future reference, okay? Your home does not go in this spot right here, okay? Which is between the A and the LI tag. It does not go there. It goes inside the A tag. Right here. It goes inside the A tag, which is right here, okay? If not, this is what happens. Okay, you won't get the link line, and it won't be a hyperlink. See how the second home is not a hyperlink, and the first one is a hyperlink. See how it's refreshing up here? Okay, just for future reference when you're building a nav. So now let's get to our CSS and style of the nav, and we'll start with the it's a class header instead of header. So we're going to do class dot header, okay, and presto. Now going to alright, so we have our select all, and we're going to put a margin of 0 and pattern 0. We're also going to add a border box. Well, I should say box sizing. And that'll be border box. And font family. So the whole page is the same. We're going to do carrier new, carrier monospace. Alright, so now we're going on to header. As you can see, it changed a little bit here, the way it's written. And the picture is also to the edge now on all sides. Well, top and left side, I should say. That's because the margin 0 and pattern 0 with the select all selector, which is the star. So now the header, we want to target width. And width's going to be 100%. Okay, now we got height. Height's going to be 100 VH, which is stands for view height. We're going to have a background position, and background position will be center, and a background size, and background size will be cover. And if I'm not mistaken, we should have a background, but we'll add that in afterwards. Alright, now after that we're gonna have the nav itself. Okay, and in that we're gonna do the width. and that'll be 100% also. And we're gonna do pattern. That'll be 20 pixels and 0. Okay, for top and bottom. Now we're gonna be text align, so we can align to the text and be center, of course. Now you see how we have everything lined up in the center. It's spaced from the top, nice, and spaced from the bottom a little bit. So now we continue on. We're gonna be in the doc logo, so it'll be class logo, dot logo, and we'll start with width again. And then the width's gonna be 150 pixels. Now we're gonna do a margin. Margin will be 20 pixels and 0 again. Alright. Now we're gonna have a margin right. Margin right will be 0.2 rems. Okay. And we're also gonna put the cursor pointer. Yeah, there we go. Now after the cursor, pointer, we move on to the next one, which will be nav ul. We'll be targeting nav ul, which targets nav to ul. So it'll be tagging in the ul right there, the container of all this. Okay, so ul background. So we're gonna give it a background. Oh, I'm gonna do a hashtag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got a nice black there. And we're gonna do a height, and the height's gonna be 10 rem. Okay. And now on to the next one. It's going to be nav ulil li. Nav ul li is the correct. So we'll be targeting all the li elements, which would be the list items. Okay, so we're gonna use a display, and the display is gonna be an inline block. And list style will be none. Okay, now you notice how we have our navigation stuff right here now. Boom, boom, boom. Go back to margin. It's gonna be regular margin. It's gonna be 20 pixels and 0. 20 pixels and 0. 20 and 30. Yep, there it is. 20 and 30 pixels on margin. And then we're gonna have the margin bottom. And margin bottom's gonna be a 0.3 rem. And then text transform. And text transform is going to be none. Okay, that's it for targeting LIs. We're going to target the A tags now, which is the hyperlink. So we're going to do a nav ULLIA. Okay. And we're going to use text decoration. And a text decoration is going to be none to take away the underline on the word, or the hyperlink, I should say. We're going to change the color. And then we're going to use the RGB value. And RGB value is gonna be 226. 226. And but not least, it's gonna be 236. 236. Which is a type of white. Okay. And what else we have here? We're gonna do a font family. Why are we doing a font family? Let's come back to that. Probably shouldn't be using the font family since we already did it, but font weight is the next one. And we're gonna do bold to bring out the nav buttons so you can see them a little better. And what we're going to do is we're going to go on to the next class now, and next method. And we're going to do the A hover effect. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just copy this. 2 dots hover, open and close brackets. We're going to do a color red. And we're going to do a font style. And font style is going to be italic. Just so what happens is now when we go hover over it, it's just going to change the word to red and italic, just so we can see we're hovering over the nav element to change the pages. Okay, so now after the A hover, we're going to do a nav sticky. Alright. Nav sticky. We'll do the active. So this way, when the link is clicked on, it will show it was active. Let's put that to blue. We'll do a text decoration. And text version to be underlined. See how it changes blue when we click and hold and it has the underline? That means that link is active. Okay? So you know you're clicking on it and you're seeing it visually. Alright, and we're gonna do a font size. And font size will just be large. Make it simple. Presto. Okay. See? Use a little pop-out effect and change color, and it's underlined. So next we're gonna have, but we're not gonna write yet, is gonna be a nav.sticky. And UL. Open and close brackets. And then, oops. Okay, first one's nav sticky. Second one's gonna be a nav dot sticky UL. Open and close brackets. Alright, so we got a base sticky, a UL sticky. And if we want to put a background to it, we'll add the body here. Alright. So before we get our effect to change this like it was changing in the preview, we're gonna have to do a little bit of JavaScript. Okay. It may look new to you. It may not. It is something simple, but I'll explain it the best I can for you to understand it. Okay. So what we're going to do now on the JS section I have labeled here, which would be in our notes.js. Our link is right here, our script link. We'll have a script tag, and then we'll use our source, which is src equals notes.js. and the file we're working on is notes.js. Okay, so we're gonna have a constant navbar, and we'll do under case equals document dot. Now we're going to use get element by ID. Okay, and we're going to use navbar right here. So basically what we're doing by doing this, constant navbar equals document get element by ID, get navbar, okay, we are getting, where is it? I did not add it in, huh? Alright. So, this one ain't menu. Okay, so we got something mixed up here. We're gonna take this out. This is gonna go here. Okay, that's gonna go there. What the fuck already, man? Delete it. Stop putting it back. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna add our navbar ID in here. After all that bananas. And that's going to be navbar. Okay, so what we're doing is, by right now, we are selecting this nav by the ID of navbar. Okay. So the next one is going to be the menu. We'll be doing the same thing again. This time we're only grabbing the menu, which would be the whole unordered list. Okay. So that'll be const menu equals document dot get element by ID, and that'll be menu. Next we're going to write a function, and we're going to use window dot on scroll equals function, and then we're going to do open and close brackets and an if else statement inside. If the window dot okay, so we get deprecated. So it looks like it's been replaced by scroll X. I'm just learning of this right now, so we will still we'll use it for this time, and next time we will have to change it. Okay, so it'll be greater than symbol equal menu dot offset top, okay, and open close brackets, and in there we're going to do navbar dot class list, so we can add the class dot add sticky. So if you notice, like before, we had that class nav dot sticky. This is the reason for it. we're creating the class sticky with JavaScript. And then we're going to have our else statement. And in our else statement, we will have the navbar dot class list again dot remove sticky. Okay, pretty simple. We got two variables and a function with an if else statement. Okay, JavaScript's done. We're gonna add the rest of the CSS in so we can get the effect. And we'll be adding a nav.sticky first. So we're gonna do a display, and display is going to be fixed. Okay, and we're gonna do the top position will be 0, and left will also be 0, and this is for positioning purposes. Padding is gonna be a 10 pixel and 8 percentile. Okay, now after padding, we're gonna do a background, and the background is gonna be background hashtag 005. My favorite for tinted. Alright, now what we got left here, we need a display, and a display will be flex. After the flex, we're going to align the items. That'll be align. Yeah, align item center. Next, we will have justify content, and that'll be space between. After that, we have our transition, and the transition's going to be padding 2s. Alright, so we're now on to our sticky nav.sticky ul, and we're going to use the width of auto. So now that everything's filled in, presto. It transforms nicely. The only thing we had to fix was in the page offset. You'll first notice it said page X offset, and when it's like that, it will not work correctly. So that had to be changed to a capital Y for page, capital Y, capital O, FFSET for page Y offset. Okay, and that'll correct the issue, and now it works perfectly. Okay.